everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with the layout and I'm going to keep going with the July kit. And this is the 6th layout using the July kit from Scraptastic. And it took me an hour and 30 minutes to complete. So I took out my light molding paste and a stencil that we had gotten from, I think it was when I was still a kit club member from Studio Calico, and we had gotten this wood veneer, quite a big piece of wood veneer, and it's like circles, and I had used it as a template and I kept it around. And I really don't remember where I got that wood veneer, but anyway, it was just in my stash, and so I want to use it again. So I end up, at first I didn't know if I just wanted to do a little bit of the circles, just here and there or everywhere, and I end up doing, with the molding paste everywhere, and it's quite thick. So I just, do all the molding paste and then I just walk away and leave it. I think I did this at night because I knew that it was going to take a long time to dry, and then I walked away. And I'm trying to think. This page I did almost a month ago. I did this on July 21st. Oh, it was over a month ago. And because today is August 31st. So, and what I was doing for a while was I was doing the voiceovers way ahead. But I got to the point that I didn't like that because I was doing a voiceover, at the beginning of July, and it wasn't being uploaded till the middle or end of August, and it was, whenever I talked, it was like way in the past by the time you got to hear it, if that made any sense. So, but the reason I was doing that is because I was running out of space on my computer. But what I've done since is I have a external hard drive, so I move all my unedited videos on that now, and then I just go get them, and it's not a big deal. So the purpose of the molding paste is I want to use my Peerless watercolors, and I have a video on how I, cut them all up, and that they're a fabric paper, and they actually put the watercolor on top, and then you just need to put a little bit of water to lift it, and then the intensity of the watercolor is just amazing. And what I'm going to do now is I just want to do some primary colors. I was pretty sure my grandson had just come and spent a week with us back in July, and we had gone to the park. So I knew I wanted to do some park related photos, and I knew they were going to be, because at the park it's all primary colors and nice and bright. So I'm not going to show you the whole process at one point. I'm just going to cut it off, and I'm just going to finish off camera because it's kind of boring. But I basically just took a red and orange, purple, an aqua, a yellow, and a green. And I start on one corner, and then I just trying to place the colors so, two reds aren't touching each other. And so I go from one side of, the paper, and then I go off to the opposite side and then start there, and then, move around so that two purples aren't together or two oranges aren't together. Now, because this modeling paste was so thick, and it wasn't like if it would have been a full template, it would have been a whole lot easier to place down that template. And so I tried to make it so that the gaps were somewhere where it was going to be hidden, but it wasn't always possible. And so there's some places that, there's gaps, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me. It's still nice, fun, vibrant, and it was still a lot of fun to make. And I didn't do this on watercolor paper. I just did it on regular cardstock, and then what I end up doing is I just put a whack load of washi tape, ATG tape, and put it to the back of the layout, and then mount it on a different cardstock, and then it straightens out the page totally. And then here I'm back with, the whole thing all done. And it actually, it doesn't take that long at all. It's just fun, you just lift the color and you just color in each of the different circles, and it's just fun and a bright layout. But because there is so much going on, with the background, I am not going to do a whole bunch of layering. I'm going to matte. Again, it's a photo of my grandson. We had taken them to the park, and he was going down the slide, and he's just at the age, he's 18 months old, so he's just at the age he wants to do everything all by himself, that age. So anyway, he was climbing up the little stairs, and then he was getting at the top of the slide and sitting down by himself and wanted to, push off by himself. And it was just so cute. And I thought, because when my kids were younger, I was really, careful, and really kind of a nervous mom. And I thought I was going to be super nervous with the grandchild. But I have to say, though, by my third child, I always used to joke, and the first one was like, the Suki fell on the floor, I got to sterilize the whole thing for 10 minutes, like, don't touch it again, and all this stuff. And then by the third one, it plops on the floor, you just kind of, pick it up and in your mouth and poop, back in the mouth, like, not a big deal, there you go. And you just say, little bit of dirt just develops, the immunity. So, and maybe because, with him, he's sort of like, he's not my child, but I love him like he's mine. So he's like the fourth, and I'm a little bit older, and I don't know if I've relaxed a little bit more, but, and I think I've noticed, with experience, that they're going to need to experience stuff by themselves before they learn, and you still tell them, but they seem to learn better if, you let them learn a little bit by themselves. But anyway, a little bit more chillax with the grandson, and it feels kind of nice, actually, and just totally enjoying him. So again, I mounted the photo on green cardstock, and there's green in the background, and then I took that polka dot paper and then that stripe paper, and it's all from that Simple Stories line, and it all coordinates really well. And this is where I'm going to cut off a little bit off that paper that I worked with the modeling paste and the Peerless watercolor, and I'm just going to cut enough so that I can mount it on this blue cardstock. And this is a cardstock, like I said, I am packing my stuff, and so I came across this 50 pack of cardstock, and it's from Scrapbook Sally, and it's a nice deep navy, and it had some white flecks on it, but it's perfect for it'd be perfect to scrapbook on too, but it's just perfect for, for a layout like this where the colors were so bright, and it just really grounds the whole layout. So ever since I found this, I must have used it 5 or 6 times already, if not more. And so it's nice to use some of the, older stock, if you want to call it stash stock, that I have in my stash. So what I ended up doing was just putting a whole bunch of ATG tape, and then you just put it down on the cardstock or the pattern paper, and it straightens it right out. Now, because of all that molding paste, I wanted some kind of lift for the photo, so I'm just taking my 3M foam tape, and I'm just putting a whole bunch, and I'm going to lift that up. And that was a huge roll, and it's coming down to the end. Now, thankfully, I have a second roll, and I went on Amazon, and the cheapest I could find was $45. I'm like, okay, well, I still have a whole roll, so I'll just keep looking, and hopefully I can find I can find it cheaper. Where I had bought it was Custom Crops, but they are no longer in business. And the only other store that I've seen it at, or that, that I buy from, because I refuse to pay, $25 for shipping. And Simon Says Stamps, if you buy over $75, they always have a coupon for $7.99, ship $7.99. It ends today, actually. If not, they have a save $5. And so then you end up paying like, if it's under 75, you pay like $1.99. If it's over 75, then it's $3.99, or $2.99, which is like nothing. I don't mind paying $3 for shipping, but they want $42 or $45 for the roll. But this roll here has lasted me over a year and a half, so I got some time. So again, where this was a really bright, fun layout, I didn't want to add too many embellishments and cover that nice, awesome background that I had done with the molding paste and the Peerless watercolor. But I did add a few stickers from the simple story sheet, and one of them says "Good Day Sunshine," and then I tuck a little sun behind it, and then the little geotag in blue there. And then now I'm going through some of the words that came in the kit, and I figured I'm just going to do a little cluster on the side, and it says nothing but blue skies, sunshine, days of summer, summer loving, good day sunshine, I love the sun. So everything about the sun. And then there was a sort of a title, and it just said summer, and that came on the sticker sheet too. So I'm going to use that there, and it's just summer, and then I'm going to use the little stickers that came on the sticker sheet and just summertime. And then he kept saying, "We again." So I'm going to use those little blue stickers to do that too. And I'm actually working on layout 21 right now, and this is layout number 6. So I'm way ahead. I'm almost done. I think I'm only have enough for maybe 2, maybe 3 more layouts, and that's it. And I'll be moving on to the June kit. And someone said on one of my last haul, like, I only see you scrapping with kits, but I see all these hauls. Do you do other videos that we don't, or pages that we don't see? Actually, right now I am working on a class, and it's going to be, the name of it is going to be Bust Your Stash. And I'm going to start off with, I started off with, I believe it's 60 or 70. I started a few months back, so I'm not really sure, but it was 60 or 70. I think it was, I can't remember, because I also added cardstock and a bunch of stuff from my stash. And we're going to do at least minimum 50 layouts. I'm going to try to create more than that. There's going to be at least 25 videos, and it's going to be 2 layouts per videos. And the videos are going to be about, they range about 40 minutes each. And so there'll be more on that. I had said around middle of September, October. It's going to be more like middle of October, beginning of November, because I got sick, and I was sick for 2 weeks. But so that kind of delayed quite a bit. But stay tuned for more on that. So that's why I bought, because I wanted new stuff, fun stuff to play with. And here are a few close-up of this layout. So that's it. This page is done. So thanks for watching. Bye.